Yes, guys, so I finally made it, guys. I finally made it to the second reaction video on this here YouTube platform. Welcome, brothers and sisters, to each and every single one of you guys who've tuned into another vibrations on this here BrBpTV, Be Real, Be Positive television YouTube platform, brothers and sisters. Of course, the previous one I did earlier on today, of course, will be in the Mr. Leaks reaction, guys. That link will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. So definitely check that link out, of course, after this here reaction. And of course, with that said, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, brothers and sisters. Subscribe and hit that like button. I would appreciate that, of course, getting all the vibrations that I tend to push from time to time, and of course getting your understandings as well. Don't forget to listen to the whole video, brothers and sisters. Some of you guys tend to meet me and say, Mr. Leaks, this and that, this and that. I say, did you listen to the full video? No. Well, you need to listen to the full video to understand the full scope right there, brothers and sisters. So I would appreciate if you guys definitely do this right there and then. But of course, with that said, guys, let us get into the vibrations for today. Of course, you've seen something rather interesting by a particular individual that has made a post, I believe, on Facebook it is, and of course for the globe to see. And this is what this individual has stated right there. You get nowhere. That means you elevate onwards nowhere, brothers and sisters. Doing nothing. So if you do nothing, brothers and sisters, you get nowhere doing nothing. True or false? I agree. She's right there. Join the Dominican Labour Party, who continues to do tremendous work improving the lives of every Dominican and making it a desirous place to live, work, and do business. Forward with development, changing and improving Dominica for better. Now, I'm not sure which Dominica is this person talking about, but I know for sure it's not the nature island of the Caribbean, Whitey Kabuli. They consider Dominica and the Dominican Republic, but Dominica without the N and the Republic, brothers and sisters. This person is saying you get nowhere doing nothing. And then furthermore went to say, join the Dominican Labour Party, brothers and sisters. The Dominican Labour Party has done absolutely nothing in terms of the economic backing of Dominica. Absolutely nothing. What have they done? Have they improved agriculture? No. Have they improved tourism? No. Dominica is doing the worst it has ever done in agriculture, the worst it has ever done in tourism. But then, sister, talk about education system, Izami. Come on. What? The construction industry is the only industry that is elevated in Dominica, and of course it's been handled by whom? Foreigners. So when this individual is coming and say, you get nowhere doing nothing, she's pretty much talking about the very team that she's telling you to join, who is doing absolutely nothing in the nature of the Caribbean. This is why they have been coming out right now to tell people to do what? Do nothing, brothers and sisters. If they do nothing, neither will we. Who is the they that they're talking about? The government. The very government that these individuals are telling you to join. Join the Dominican Labour Party, who continues to do tremendous work improving the lives of every Dominican. First of all, I think on the basis of when she's talking about improving the lives of Dominicans, I think they're talking about giving individuals houses. So giving individuals houses is going to improve the lives of Dominicans? Well, that is an interesting question to ask. On the basis of improving the lives of Dominicans, which means betterment. Now, how do you define betterment? Are you define betterment on a dependency basis or an independent basis? Now, if it's on a dependent basis, then getting houses from the government is not better. Not at all. If it's on an independent basis where the government decides, hey guys, let us see if we can elevate the growth factors and boost up the economy so that the individuals themselves can utilize the economy to push themselves further and further, and thus getting themselves their own houses. Remember, there's a particular time in Dominica when individuals were buying their own houses. Not buying them, making their own houses, brothers and sisters. Look at places like Marigot, even Portsmouth, Salisbury, and a number of places. People used to buy the house cash. I heard that about the people of Marigot. As a result of the banana industry where individuals could do things for themselves. Now that is what you consider doing something. Now when they have destroyed the economy, and as a result of destroying the economy, you know how to depend on them, and then this individual is saying, join the Dominican Labour Party, who continues to do tremendous work improving the lives of every Dominican, you have to ask yourself a question. How exactly is life being improved in Dominica? When they give you houses, brothers and sisters, on the basis of you staying there, whether it's through residential title or other means, do you consider yourself being able to save enough money and to do better for yourself, where you can say, okay, I've done better for myself, time for me to leave this house and go somewhere else or build my own house and this kind of things? Have you heard people saying these things, or are they still dependent on the houses that they are giving them. So if this individual is talking about doing something, I think it will start with the very government, the Dominican Labour Party government, on the basis of actually doing things in the economy so that people can start doing something. Not on the basis of when these people, the United Workers' Party, whoever came in and says, hey guys, as of Monday, March 4th, 2024, they are indicating to people to do nothing. And the slogan on top here we see, if they do nothing, neither will we. They are not elevating the lives of people, brothers and sisters, giving people houses or giving people food. There's always that sentiment. And I think we need to listen to these statements or these phrases or parables, whatever you want to call it, brothers and sisters. There's a saying that goes, teach a man to fish. No, matter of fact, it doesn't start this way. It said, give a man a fish, he will come back for more. But teach a man to fish, you have saved this man's life. Not only you save this man's life, I'll go to the extent and say it also saves your life. Because if you're out there working, brothers and sisters, and you have to be giving people fish, one day you will end up without fish, while these people out there barely full with your fish that you fish for. So it's better to teach a man to fish. But that sentiment is not being echoed in Dominica. The sentiment is what your mother and your father couldn't do for you, we can do for you. Because they're trying this social understanding, brothers and sisters, where the people have to be dependent on the government for their very basic needs. You know what your basic needs are? Food, shelter, and clothing. When people have to go for shelter of the government, that is not meeting your basic needs, brothers and sisters. That is somebody supplying the basic needs for you. When somebody has to give you food, give you a little money here and there because you cannot afford what is happening because the price is going up, so they have to give you monies, brothers and sisters. Remember when they was giving people money all over the place? No? Food, shelter, brothers and sisters. Clothing. You have to go and buy clothes. That is something else. I just thinking of that sentiment. I think of particular individuals right there. On the basis of that, I'll give you a nice example. Remember the individuals we consider not to be paros of the road, brothers and sisters? Look at the kind of clothes that they are wearing. Campaign is over, election is over, but look at the clothes that they're wearing. They cannot afford the clothes themselves. They cannot get proper clothes. They have to be wearing election clothes as if they are the slogans for the party. It's interesting when you look at the way things are going. But brothers and sisters, I'm just looking at the sentiment this individual is saying. Join the Dominican Labour Party, who continues to do tremendous work improving the lives of every Dominican, not some, but every Dominican, which of course, that is highly debatable right there. And making it a desirous place to live. If it's a desirous place to live, why is there mass, brothers and sisters, not minor migration taking place, you know. Mass migration is taking place to the point where the government back in it, well, not too far back in the day, brothers and sisters, to the point where government has to bring foreign doctors to come in to work in the hospital because the doctors and the nurses are leaving Dominica to find betterment for themselves. Imagine that, no? And not just that, but other young people as well are trying their best. I remember some years ago, I was asking the young people where they see themselves going in Dominica. They say overseas. A little boy, probably 4 or 5 years old, tell me he waiting for his mother to get some money so they can leave. Little boy, that tell me that. Gassa. But you talking about desirous place to live, work, brothers and sisters. You know much people after Ross left. After Ross left, you know the kind of migration that took place across the Caribbean? People in Grenada, people in Barbados. That's what Barbados. People say, that's what St. Kitts. Trinidad. Brothers and sisters, I know people who I used to work with in these countries. In these countries today, they're not in Dominica. So how on earth can you say work, best, desirous place to live, interesting, work, come on, and do business? Businesses are closing down. Concerning the whole understanding of business closing down, brothers and sisters, I want you to take a listen to this uncle right there.
Dominica have a problem. All business shutting down Dominica, one after the other.
So if this individual is saying that, now brothers and sisters, you know it's evident. I think about 7 to 8 businesses for 2024 alone has closed down. Between 7 to 8 businesses has closed down, brothers and sisters. And this individual is saying in 2024, I think this was a few days ago, indicating that it is desirous to work, live, and to do business in Dominica. This individual apparently is living in the different Dominica that she's talking about.
Dominica have a problem. All business shutting down Dominica, one after the other. Let me tell you, Mr. PM, if you gonna run the country, put the country up for adoption. Make somebody adopt us in Dominica.
Like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very true.
Put us for adoption, England, France, America. Make somebody adopt Dominica.
Because it's clear that what they're doing sucks. So when this person come in and say these kind of things there, I mean, it's very evident that what this individual is saying there makes more sense than what she's saying. First of all, who is this Athenia person? Athenia Benjamin. Who is this person? Who is this person? Is this person living overseas and just decide to talk? Who is this person, brothers and sisters?
America, make somebody adopt Dominica.
A few moments later.
Yes, I. I just want to apologize about the video that's circulating around the media.
No, guys, I like the fact that he was saying this because apparently he saw a boat there and he's like, yo, things are probably happening, right? Things are happening. And I like how the sequence of things just roll over, brothers and sisters. So here he is talking about, hey, Dominica not doing well. Maybe you should give Dominica up for adoption because it's clearly you guys suck. And he's talking about the very Dominica Labour Party government official. You guys clearly suck. Clearly suck at running a country. Absolutely suck at running a country, brothers and sisters. Then he saw the boat and then he decided, you know what, guys, I want to apologize.
Yes, I. I just want to apologize about the video that's circulating around the
media. Now, it's interesting that he apologized, and of course, so it is. But then not too long after, brothers and sisters, he is back again. Remember, same clothes, eh? Clothes don't change.
Look at other business closed down in Dominica.
Who is that business? Who is that business that he's talking about?
A little money them vagrant making, them paro making, washing buses. With them standpipe in Roseau, look they close them standpipe.
Didn't I tell you guys that's one of the things that they're going to be doing? Didn't I tell you guys that they're going to be closing the standpipes? Didn't I tell you guys these things? Because they will think that, hey, people want to open the pipe and just take water and all this kind of something there. And after all, they'll just close it. Brothers and sisters, we have the indication that we have 365 rivers, which is very much debatable right there. Especially considering we have more foreign water in Dominica than Dominica water itself. We have one bottle of water. We probably have 10 other different types of bottled water from across the Caribbean and the world by extension. We had another one. This one was from China. I think they had to, they had to buy it over from China. Checking China should not have water in Dominica and so forth. If I understand that correctly, that is the indication right there. Now they close these standpipes. These standpipes that's supposed to be free, brothers and sisters. Free, yeah. They had opened these standpipes for people to wash their hands and this kind of thing. They say, hey, Rona finished. Not true. Rona finished. Let us close these standpipes. No. They left it open for a while, brothers and sisters. And they decided to stop it. I told you guys that they're going to be shutting down the waters right there. People were making a little business for themselves. The vagrants were not going out there getting cocaine and sorry, YouTube, drugs and this kind of things there for them to be selling and pushing and this kind of things there. Trying to make a little something from them for themselves. And you know what the government, the very DLP government that this lady is talking about, decides to do? Shut down that business. Shut it down. Turn off the water.
Little money them vagrant making, them paro making, washing buses. With them standpipe in Roseau, look they close them standpipe. Look at another business shut down in Dominica. Papa about them. What's going on for real?
Well, you'll have to retract this statement you make when you're saying you're sorry.
I just want to apologize about the video that's...
Because it's true. It's like a sequence of events that's happening. One time you're saying, oh, Dominica going crazy. Oh, you know what I say about them? Let me say sorry. But then you realize, but wait a while, they're shutting down the standpipes for the very individuals who are then washing the buses so that the tourists can have clean buses. Making a little money, a little $10, $15, if that be the case. For them to be able to survive, go and buy like a bread, expensive bread. You know? Something of that sort, the government decide, let them shut down the water. Really? And you think that they care about the people? This lady who is apparently very clearly delusional, This is why I tend to do these things, you know, guys. This is why I always tell people to watch all the video, watch the full video in length. Because this lady is making a claim and you swear about what she's saying, it makes a little sense. And it's properly written. It's properly written in caps lock, with the commas and the full stops in the right areas. And there are people, about 16 people, who apparently like what she stated right there. But when it comes down to the evidence of reality, it's completely contrary to what she's saying. They shut down the pipes on the very vagrants who will find it difficult for them to find a normal job. They might not have land and this kind of things. Alas, a little job, we. Tourists coming in, we want to treat the tourists nice. Well, let's see. Let's continue, brothers and sisters. Let's see what one of the vagrants, them, quote-unquote vagrants, have to say right there.
My partner Atman has something to say. What do you have to say?
What I have to say is, I, as an underprivileged person in this country...
You see, he knows his state of affairs. I, as an underprivileged citizen in this country... I,
as an underprivileged person in this country, my Prime Minister don't care about me. And I'll have to say again, even the people that helping in the tourist industry, like the taxi drivers. Couple stamp we have outside, they're taking over to help them to prepare their vehicle to go and...
They say tourism is everybody's business. Not true, that's a slogan that used to happen. I don't know if it's still on today, brothers and sisters. But tourism is not was, but is everybody's business. Is that the same slogan that is happening? This man them has decided, hey, there's a business opportunity for us. We might not be able to make the kind of vast money the tourism industry is supposedly bringing into the country, but we can make a little penny hipney here and there. So we decide to help the taxi buses who bring these tourists, these white people, Indian people, whatever kind of people that would come in for the tourism industry. We have decided, hey, we have these standpipes here. You have your buses there. We can clean your buses. You might make about $400 for a trip. We wash your bus for you. Give us about 20 EC or 25 EC, whatever it is. You making that money, so the money gets to circulate amongst the vagrants, who are then willing to do something instead of doing something illegal. Instead of the government officials seeing this, they decide to shut down the pipes on these individuals. Now, the relation between businesses is not going to be there, of course, as a result of what the individual in the white shirt and black pants was saying. He indicated that, hey, there's more businesses closing down. The vagrants themselves have been affected. The vagrants have been affected. They shut down the pipes on them, brothers and sisters. Very interesting right there.
White people, they say, that is the mainstay of the economy.
In case you didn't get that, he said, white people, they say, that is the mainstay of the economy.
White people, they say, that is the mainstay of the economy.
The tourism industry you're talking about.
They shut down all water on us, where we cannot get water to wash those vehicles for those men. My brothers, it is not a right thing. Things are getting from bad to worse. So we must stand up in all powers that we have to see that things get better.
All powers that we have to see that things get better. And sometimes the best way for things to get better is to do absolutely nothing. This is why, as a result of March 4th, there are individuals that a strike needs to be had for 7 days, brothers and sisters. And I think not just a strike for 7 days. People want to talk about action. Action is needed. They are calling for action. Let us see who will perform these actions now. Because a lot of people like to talk. Hey, no action. We're doing talking. When it comes on to action, none of them are there to fulfill the actions that need to be done to save the very people themselves from the wicked individuals out there. Another individual is also there speaking. You will say what this guy said is lie, is not true. He's making it up. Well, here's another one right there, brothers and sisters.
So it's all right. So I believe God pipeline, you condemn that.
Well, I don't understand the part, but from my understanding of tongues right there, brothers and sisters, they're talking about the pipes. And of course, they're asking him about scary pipes. I guess he's saying that scary close the pipe.
So, qui m'a dit qu'on fait l'argent?
Master fait l'argent.
It seems like they're not making no more money again. What about the monies? No money.
So, ça c'est notre business qui paye mes oreilles.
Right.
Dry. Business dry now. Okay.
Ouais, so qui m'a dit qu'on fait sortir? Ouais.
No idea what it... okay.
Ouais. So, ça va, ça va pas ça? Ouais. So, vous êtes pas pipe là ouvert?
Man.
Okay, this is how we bought in life. I can wash it, yes?
You get my point, brothers and sisters. You get his point right there. Same thing the other individual was saying right there. They shut down the pipes. I like the fact that he stated this point right there.
White people, they say that is the mainstay of the economy. They shut down all water on us.
So things that could benefit the little man, they decide to go after the little man. Brothers and sisters, not like they don't know water flowing in Roseau. They are the ones who put it there. They're the ones who put it there. Talking about Rona, put pipe everywhere for people wash their hand. Yeah, the pipe flowing is not like not on meter. The rain falling, brothers and sisters. How on earth we in a land so we in 365 rivers? That's one of the questions one of my partners asked. We went to the store and we used to buy a big bottle, and the bottle cost $13, I think. $13 or something of that sort, man. And the boy say, boy, we buying water in a land that flow in 365 rivers. The shopkeeper say, well, so it is. So it is. They can just connect the pipes and let the river flow with the water and let it bring it in and let those people do what they need to do to help the bus drivers. Now with that now, the bus driver is going to have more burden on them, not just to carry, but they have to wash the bus as well. Sometimes the turnovers have to be very quick. Because when the tourists come in, brothers and sisters, there might be a next set of tourists that have to come in. I guess they have a time frame, a different set of time frame that they get to use. The vagrants or the individuals who are doing the car washing, when the first tourists come in and they come back and they go and whatnot, these guys can then wash the bus out. So that when the new set of tourists come in, they get some clean buses. Simply, they shut down the waters on these individuals right there. And we're talking about this. Join the Dominican Labour Party, who continues to do tremendous work improving the lives of every Dominican and making it a desirous place to live, work, and do business. Really? Apparently, we're not in reality. This is why people need to stop, brothers and sisters. Need to stop, and it's very important. And I bring the message that Lennox is bringing. Why exactly do we need to stop? Why? People who might be wondering why. Well, Lennox pretty much said he did well right there.
We have to change that situation in Dominica, because while the people of Dominica are broke.
Let's go back, brothers and sisters. He said Nenen brokes, auntie brokes, mother brokes, father brokes, everybody brokes. Everybody in Dominica is brokes. I was speaking to a particular individual early on this week or about 2 weeks ago, brothers and sisters. I was speaking to this individual and he told me, remember there's a time in Dominica when, in Portsmouth region, where a particular set of individuals were looked at. These were the poor ones. These were the guys in poverty. These were the ones in poverty. You could point this out. And then you had people doing a little better than them, and you had the middle class. Portsmouth had a middle class and it had a rich class as well. Portsmouth had all classes. The minority of Portsmouth was the poverty. Then most of the individuals were the middle class. And then you had those at the top. Now it seems like there's just one big poverty class. And very few in the middle class. Very few in the middle class. You know what buildings and things they took. The bank take back. And cannot get anybody to buy. Because not much business is flowing. Which is very interesting. Not much business is flowing. A desirous place to live, work, and do business. Not much business is flowing. The bank take back houses in Picard and cannot sell his houses to make back their monies. So therefore, they just have to accept whatever the individuals can give them. If it's $100 or $200 a month, they just have to accept that. Because nobody wants to buy these things. Why should they buy it in the first place? Why? Not true. Anyways, let's listen. Everybody brokes.
We have to change that situation in Dominica.
It needs to change.
Because while the people of Dominica are broke, Mr. Skerritt and his friends
Are rich.
are amassing their mansions
Massive wealth.
and their millions, and they're buying up Roseau.
So all you don't realize is that taking place there. When you see all sorts of big buildings, you don't know who own these buildings. You asking questions, they tell you not to ask them questions. They increasing their salaries. People only. Who exactly is working for who? Who exactly is working for whom? They have all sorts of big buildings coming up, all sorts of hotels, all these kind of things coming up, brothers and sisters. You don't know who owns what. They're increasing their salaries not once, 2, 3, 4 times. And they give you a little guaye, they're giving you. And you have to just accept that while they're getting rich and they're increasing taxes and all those kind of things, they have fees on you. I remember a time where we could go to the ATM, brothers and sisters. We wouldn't pay $1. When you put your money in it, you have to then take like $1,000 in NBD for you not to get charged the $1. Sometimes sometimes when you're passing around, you go to the ATM, you see some of those little receipts where they pull out. Brothers and sisters, some people don't even have money in their bank. They have $23, some have $104, $58, $13. These are just some of the things that I see on the people. Some people don't even care anymore. They just leave in the thing, right on the thing there. They don't even throw anything. You know, they're so weak when they see the amount of money they have in the bank. $13, they're weak. They just leave that there. Leave that there for you to see. The most I saw was $400. And these people are amassing wealth on Dominica's back, putting all sorts of fees on all you, and all you telling me, all you don't want to do anything about it.
Like Roseau is going out of style. Soon there'll be nothing left to buy. All our passport money will have gone into that. We have to take a stand. So action point number 1 from tonight.
That is the action plan, brothers and sisters. Action plan. And they don't just say the action plan for them to do things, you know. They are giving the government of Dominica a time frame, 7 days. So you guys can say, okay, we need our monies back. This is what Lennox is saying right there.
A demand that the government will confirm within the next 7 days that all the money from the sale of our passports, as the European Union has told us, must come into the consolidated fund of Dominica and be spent from the consolidated fund of Dominica for the benefit of all the people of Dominica. Otherwise...
What's so difficult about that? What is so difficult about that? The law states that all monies created as a result of Dominica should come to the consolidated fund. They said in some, remember, European Union came and confessed what the OCCRP had indicated. When Dominicans, the individuals in charge, stated that 7,000, I think it was, 7,000 passports of that region were sold. Not true? And then the European Union came down and said, but wait a while. What was told to the Dominican people was not accurate. The very people who are in charge are lying to the Dominican people. Leaving out 75% of the sales of passports. Interesting enough, they also weighed it in accordance to all the other 5 countries who are involved in CBI. Dominica took up almost half. Out of 5 countries, Dominica took up almost half of the sale of passports. And we've seen all sorts of things happening, brothers and sisters, not as a result of the sale of your salary that doing these things, no. It's not their salaries that doing these things. They use any monies that could benefit you. And all you pull up there watching people like me thinking I don't know what I'm saying. Things that can benefit you and your family and your friends. Putting factories in place because we are an agricultural nation. Ask any economist in the world, any economist who know anything about Dominica, they will tell you agriculture is the way forward for Dominica, not tourism. We make money from agriculture and we can then look at tourism, but we're doing things back to front. How on earth the government putting monies aside for agriculture? 2023, 2024, 2022, 2023. One of them, brothers and sisters, before the last budget, they put in monies aside for agriculture. 15 million, I believe it is. 15 million. And they'll use less than, I think it's 1.9 or 2.6 million dollars out of the 15 million dollars. One of them, brothers and sisters, or something around that region. In other words, they don't even use 30%. And you think we guys, come on, man.
7 days later, as of Monday next week, we are doing nothing. We also want to have a commitment from the government that is going to pay the public officers of this country the same increase in salary that he paid himself. 50% is good for you, it is good for you too.
Exactly. This is why I always ask the question, who exactly is working for who? The government them increase their salaries like 4 or 5 times, 3, 4, 5 times, brothers and sisters. They increase their salaries. And man crying, oh, give us a little increase in salary. I remember they increased Dominica's salaries, the public servants. $10 to $20 for the year. Boy, I tell you, guys are not even 1% now. Not even 1% now, guys. And people just are you just there we? Taking it.
And if you cannot do that and announce that within the next 7 days, as of Monday of next week,
Everybody going to strike.
we are doing
Nothing at all. And then this fool, this brilliant fool, you get nowhere doing nothing. When the present situation is doing absolutely nothing for Dominicans. And she's telling individuals to continue to work. Don't worry if this, continue to work. Continue to work when you get on the basis of nothing. Man working like dog we. Dog doesn't work much. Them dog in Dominica don't work much, brothers and sisters. Man working like mule. Yes, mule. Just to work. I remember the girl I did the video of yesterday speaking about how long you have to work. You have to work 2 hours to afford a corned beef. A kind of corned beef. You have to work 2 hours. Boy.
Okay? We talk about action points.
No, people always talking about, oh, people talking. Well, look, action. Let me see.
Okay? We want young people of this country employed in our country.
And Maho would still vote for the very people that not employing the young people. Then come and make noise and say, hey, look, BrBpTV, what? The young people not employed. And the BrBpTV will come back and say again, I not all you God.
We have enough money from the sale of our passports to do it. We want our heavy equipment owners and our construction workers employed in Dominica.
Guys, I remember when the amount of trucks they brought in. Brothers and sisters, they bypassing the Dominican people to bring in trucks. Not the first time this happened, you know. Remember when they brought in the red trucks? And on top of the red trucks back Dominica strong? You ever ask yourself where these trucks are right today? The Dominica weak now? The Dominica invisible? See if you see those Dominica trucks. See if you see them, brothers and sisters. See where they be. See if you see them around Dominica. Because we had a plethora of them, not true? They bypass the truckers in Dominica to bring in these trucks. Then they send them go, brothers and sisters. They send them go. Then guess what? They bring in the white trucks. The one that fall down the other day there. These white trucks they brought in. They brought in a lot of them. They bypass the Dominican truckers that can do the work, brothers and sisters. They bypass them. And you think it's Dominica that in charge of Dominica, brothers and sisters? When you allow the government to do that to you, this is why. If they do nothing, neither should the people. National strike, do nothing, brothers and sisters. Do absolutely nothing as a result of March 4th, 2024 for 7 days. Because if you do nothing, brothers and sisters, you don't go to work and this kind of things there, what's going to happen? The country will come to a stall. When the country comes to a stall, that will force the government, hey, let's do something now, let's try something. Do nothing as of March 4th, brothers and sisters. Keep that in mind. There's also a video that I saw of Lennox previously. I think it was on the 23rd of February. He made that video, brothers and sisters. I want to react to that. So tune in as well tomorrow because I'll be reacting to that as well. I'll also be reacting to another video on a Mr. Licks React channel, guys, as well. It's important that you know these kind of details right there, brothers and sisters, because if you don't, you will fall by the wayside like a last kakarot. Reginald Austri say we have been last for too long in this country, when they are the ones leading the very country that has last for too long, Interesting. So, brothers and sisters, if you don't know what nothing looks like, this is what doing nothing looks like, brothers and sisters. You have to get your bread, your little bread, go on your farm, get some bananas, prepare yourself, put your little, yes, brothers and sisters, Nutri-Sauce, Nutri-Sauce, brothers and sisters, right there. So you have breakfast right there. You are preparing your breakfast early in the morning. Sometime if you have to do it on March 3rd, do that. In the night time, get you some breakfast prepared already. Okay, what's next for lunch? Bread and what? Okay, this is not by bolo, brothers and sisters. It's not by bolo at all. So, okay, all right. Bread and bananas. You don't need no juice or tea for that. No, brothers and sisters, the banana is giving you everything that you need. So you have your bread and your bananas. Yes, well squeezed tight. All right. So you have breakfast done. You have lunch done. Okay. Will there be any for dinner now? Or we skipping dinner? Okay, more for dinner. What would it be the same, now, brothers and sisters? Will it be the same? Huh? Oh, okay. All right. Well, sometimes you have to eat the same thing for a few times for changes to be had, brothers and sisters. Yes, man. Yes, man. All right. So breakfast done, lunch done, dinner done. Take a little bite to taste it first.
Thank you very much for watching.
This boy does make me laugh, you boy. Yes, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys understand this and realize why the strike is necessary. Because if you don't do this, you're talking about action, people talking plenty. Let me see. Brothers and sisters, let me see. The individuals, and we're talking about the public sectors, The public sectors. Don't go to work, brothers. They must pay your money. They must pay your money at the end of the month. Oh, you don't show up for a week. No, they call for it. I wonder if the union is part of this. I think the union is probably, if the union is part of it, they cannot not pay your money, brothers and sisters. These things are necessary. So keep that in mind, brothers and sisters, on the basis of this. I mean, let everybody speak. Some people wondering, why would they call for strike? Well, I told you guys, this is why. Then people are amassing heavy wealth on themselves, and then they come in and tell you, oh, don't buy fridge with ice. Don't buy fridge with ice. You guys need to go into the cooler stages where you use salt. Put salt in a cooler and put your fish and stuff inside there. We have to go to the olden days. When you go to them, brothers and sisters, their fridge probably making juice. You know what juice? What? Aye, brothers and sisters. Not even Kool-Aid. Forget about juice. Their fridge probably letting go wine. Wine connected from the Garden of Eden. Brothers and sisters, I know it kicks off a little bit on that one, but you get the point. These things are vital. Anyways, brothers and sisters, it's about Mr. Licks on this here, BrBpTV. Don't forget to check out the previous reaction I did. That link will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And of course, don't forget to do what? Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. Click the thumbs up button. And of course, subscribe for more vibrations, brothers and sisters. Click the subscribe button. It doesn't take much. Click the subscribe button, click the bell, so you can pretty much get all the vibrations when I give my reactions. And of course, guys, thanks so much. If you have definitely tuned in, listened to the whole thing, let me know that in the comment box below, guys. For those who have listened to the full thing, say water. No, I was going to say strike, but don't say strike. Say water, brothers and sisters, if you listen to the whole thing in the comment box below right there. So by Mr. Licks, once again on this here, BrBpTV, be real. Brothers and sisters, hopefully we can get a positive change as a result of the actions that is coming on Monday. Will you be a part of it? Will you be a part of it, brothers and sisters? Be real, be positive.